here. And also wanted to mention that I am here on the BBK Radio Excellence Scholarship. My question to you is that with Ireland's universities attracting a growing number of Indian students in STEM and business courses, how do you think that this can be leveraged for the India-Ireland strategic cooperation and also deepening our collaboration on global issues such as digital governance, climate change, and multilateral diplomacy?
Should I go?
I think so.
Right. The first issue, are there digital lessons from what's happening in India? I believe they are. But rather than lessons, I would say there are experiences, there are technologies, there are practices that we have uh, developed over the last decade, especially. And in India today, that has become very critical. It has become very critical because it has, for example, because you're asking me about emerging markets, emerging developing countries. On governance, for example, it can be a real game changing. It can be sometimes something very routine. I mean, all of you, for example, would have got passports in some form in the last few years, and reflect on how much harder it was to get passports, how much longer it took, or if you lose a passport, which I wouldn't like you to do, how quickly it is possible to replace it. And all of that is actually happening because we are run today on databases and the ability to access passport information and anything to do with actually enabling somebody to get a passport. But it's not just passports. So if we have a big housing program in India. In the last 10 years, we've built about 40 million houses, basically for people of very low income. We are able to actually target exactly who is eligible for that. Similarly, free or subsidized health access. Today, more than half of India, in some form, has access to health facilities. Even food, that there are 815 million people who every month, to better their nutrition, are actually eligible and do receive, basic carbohydrates and basic nutrients. So what it has done, whether it's the income tax, whether it is the entitlements of people, whether it's information, the digital tools and a digital foundation